Okay, unfortunately in class today we didn't have time to go over these, so I'm just going to put them out in a podcast. But if you have a problem, say that is like 22% of what amount is, say, $4, okay? There's a couple ways to do these problems. One is to kind of do more the translating between math and English, or like Spanish and English, that idea. The other one is to use more proportional reasoning. So we'll do it both ways. Let me get a thinner pen here. Okay, so 22% would be 0.22. Of in math means times, so that would be times. What amount? I have no idea, so I'll use A for what amount. Is means equals, and then $4. And then I'd use the algebra to tell me what to do. So divide both sides, and so I'd take 4 divided by 22 hundredths, and I would get an amount that's approximately $18.18. Okay. To do a proportion for this, with proportions, you're going to do the definition of a percent over here, which is 22 out of 100. And then, so this is your part out of your total. So over here, you want the part out of the total amount. Now, sometimes that's hard for students to figure out, so sometimes teachers do is over of. I don't always like that because it's just memorization, but the is the part, and the of, like of this amount, is your total. So that's why teachers do that. It's alphabetical. I is first, O is later, but it's your part over total. So 22%, you're going to go ahead and make that into the ratio that represents. And then you're just going to put your equal, and then you want your is over your of. So the $4 is $4, and the of amount, I don't know. Now again, this is your total. That's why that works. The is, $4, is just a part of the money. The whole amount is your total. All right, now at this point, I can cross multiply. And divide by, oh, where'd I lost my x? Divide by 22. All right, so then on a calculator, you're just going to take 400 divided by 22. And again, obviously, you're going to get the same answer. Now, you might not know certain things, and that's okay. So it could be like, what percent of $16 is, say, 2? Right? If we do the algebra way, okay, and I'm just going to switch colors here, I would say what percent, I have no idea, I'm going to use P, of $16 is 2. And then I'm going to just let the algebra, solve the algebra. And then divide, and you get 0.125. Now again, that's just a decimal, that's not a percent, so you have to multiply by 100 to realize that that's 12.5%. If you want to do it more the proportion method, the second method, that's totally fine. You always have your percent part on one side and a ratio on the other that matches it. So the problem is I don't know the percent, but I do know that the definition percent would be out of 100, so I can do that much. And again, over here is part over total. So the is over the of, but again, the is the part of the of 16 is your total. That's why that's working. All right, and again, you can cross multiply and divide by 16. Now the nice thing with a proportion is you've already put it over 100, so your answer will actually pop out as a percent. You don't have to move the decimal if you go that route.